Hello, my name is Juliet Brown. I am 20 years old and I am a third year media production student here at UCF. So I was born in Dr. Phillips, and then I moved a short distance to Ocoee, where I've lived up until now. So I went to Thornbrook Elementary School, then Gotha Middle School, and then finally Olympia High School before coming to UCF. So I have one younger sister who's currently in high school. We've always had a close relationship and we still get along really well to this day.
Okay. Oh, baby, look what you've done now. Baby.
So my interests include creative writing, K-pop, theme parks, and Star Wars. So to start off with creative writing, I have been writing since I was in middle school. My first story was about myself and my friends as the kids of Marvel characters. It was like a Marvel fan fiction kind of thing. And then when I started high school, I started my first original story that was called Night at the Goldberg Hotel, that was about a murder that takes place at a hotel while the guests are snowed in. So currently, I am working on three stories, and they are Time Mart, Like No Other, and Song of the Stars. So Time Mart is a comedy sci-fi about a grocery store for time travelers, and it's loosely based on my experiences working at Publix the past couple of years. Like No Other is another, sci-fi futuristic kind of story, sort of set in, the future that I imagine we're heading towards. It's kinda like my, prediction or whatever, and, the main character is a pop singer who is secretly a, artificial intelligence robot. So, she has to, um kind of always emulate a human and that kind of thing. So it kind of plays with the bridge between humanity and technology and that kind of thing. And then Song of the Stars is a fantasy story about a world of magic wielding people, and it is about one person that was born without magic powers and the kind of obstacles that they face in their life. So next on to K-pop. So my favorite genre of music is K-pop, and ever since I got into it in 2019, it's been a consistent interest for me. So I have been to 9 K-pop concerts and I have met 7 groups. Excuse me. My favorite group is called One Us. I've seen them 3 times, and every single time they've came back here, they've came back to a bigger venue, as they've gotten more popular, so it's been really cool to kind of see the progression there. So the first time I saw them was in 2022 at the Plaza Live. And then, last year, I saw them for a second time at the House of Blues. And then this year, I was lucky enough to be able to see them for a third time, this time at the Dr. Phillips Center. So, both my parents worked for Disney when I was younger, and I can't imagine my childhood without trips to Disney. So, over the years, I've really enjoyed all of the new rides that they've put into the parks. It's been cool to like be able to grow up with the parks. And right now, my top two favorite rides are Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and Tron Light Cycle Run. So, as I've gotten older, I've also started going to Universal. And even though it doesn't have the same like sentimental place in my heart that Disney does, I still really enjoy going. My favorite Universal ride is by far the Hagrid's coaster. I love it so much. Um, and my best friend is a big Universal person. So, going to the parks with them has also been really special. So, Star Wars has also been a big part of my life. And in 2017, I went to Star Wars Celebration. And to this day, it's one of my favorite memories. So, my favorite Star Wars movie is Rogue One. And my favorite shows are The Mandalorian and The Acolyte. And last year, I went to Galaxy's Edge for the first time and had a really cool experience, as you'll see in the next video.
No meaning to her life. She was void of any destiny. But today, she has chosen purpose. She has chosen destiny. She has pledged herself, as well as all of these people's undying loyalty, to the First Order.
That guy was crazy. Anyways, so I also got interested in media production through Star Wars. So when I was 13, about my dad brought me on a photo shoot that he was working on for Disney Cruise Line, and it was specifically promoting the Star Wars experiences and stuff that you could have on the cruise line. And I wasn't super settled on what I wanted to do in the future at the time, and being on the set of that photo shoot really kind of got me interested in media production. And I was immediately like drawn to the field once I was exposed to it because it kind of had everything that I was looking for in a career at the time. It was like active and every day was different were kind of my big two things. So, a bunch of years later, I worked on the set of my high school's news show, and that was kind of my first experience with broadcast TV. And then I started at UCF actually as a broadcast journalism major, because I actually didn't realize that media production was a thing. Um, I don't know why I didn't research that, but anyways, journalism eventually got too stressful for me. So then when I was looking to change my major, I found media production, and then I have been here ever since. So currently, I'm honestly just trying to balance school and life. I usually work on weekends, but when I'm not working, I like to go to Disney Springs or different malls around the area where I live. And I just got accepted into the WCF internship program, and I'm super excited to be starting there in the spring. And I also graduate a year from now, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And in the future, I really want to work on the set of any live production. Within Florida, I really want to work for News 13. It's a big thing for me. I grew up watching them, so I just I've always wanted to work there. And then outside of Florida, my top dream career is to work on the set of a late night talk show like Fallon, Colbert, excuse me, Kimmel, any of them. That's my biggest ambition. And I also want to travel in the future as much as I can. And my top three destinations that I am interested in going to are Las Vegas, South Korea, and Denmark. So three very different places. So that is it for me. So next to show my setup. So right here I have all of my scenes. I kind of labeled them based on the, how I have them labeled in my rundown. And I labeled the ones with videos very big with video so that I kind of know what I'm queuing up. I have my audio adjusted here because for some reason, um, it was very loud when I started. And yeah, even though I'm not talking that loud. And yeah, I decided to keep the default fade transition just because I really like how it looks. And then lastly, this is a picture of me and my setup. So it's just me and my laptop. So that is it for me. I hope you have enjoyed my OBS live stream.